We leave no stone unturned when it comes to trying to find out what ailments dogs may have that doctors can't figure it out, and that's really what makes us stand out from the rest of the rescues.
SNARR stands for Special Needs Animal Rescue and Rehabilitation. Our mission is giving hope to the hopeless, and our purpose has just become taking the dogs that don't have any other chance besides us. We take extreme medical cases, we provide all of their veterinary care, we put them into foster homes or into our adoption center, and then we adopt them out to amazing families. When we take dogs from out of state, we need a way to get them here. So we have transports that run either weekly or twice a month that come into our adoption center, and it's one of my favorite things. And 9 years later, I still get emotional every time we do a transport. It shows all of the dogs arriving. It shows all of the volunteers that are so important to our organization. It shows the amazing fosters that are picking up the dogs to take them into their homes until they're adopted. We get to see the adopters picking up their new family members and taking them home, and they're meeting their dogs for the first time. And it's just, to me, an amazing experience. Every transport has something special. We'll have a special dog that kind of really hits home. Like today, we had a dog named Kimmy. She was found paralyzed, and we took her out of a shelter in Texas, and she was super afraid. She was considered a bite risk in the shelter because she was very fearful, and she was due to be euthanized, and we took her out, and she went to an amazing foster, and she had her for almost a year, and today, Kimmy arrived and got adopted.
They adopt special needs dogs and they help bring them back to life, which is incredible. And they're doing this because they love it, and I think that's really important.
We loved working with SNARR because they really went out of their way to make sure that our needs were what they were looking for.
See how many dogs that we've rescued in the last 9 weeks is amazing. To see them go from being broken dogs out on the street to living in homes with people, it's very rewarding.
We've only acquired our shelter in the last year, so we always were dependent on foster homes. And foster homes are crucial for many reasons, most importantly because it allows us to take a dog out of a shelter. If we have an available foster home, that means that we can save a life.
Even though it's a wonderful thing to be able to have this shelter, but there's nothing better than getting a dog and bringing it to somebody's home.
I've fostered for other rescues, but none have been like SNARR. They just are fully behind their dogs, and they're supportive to the adopters and the fosters.
SNARR is above and beyond other rescues because they take the hopeless. They take the unadoptables, the paralyzed dogs, the deaf dogs, the blind dogs, and they do find a happy ever after.
A dog coming from a foster home is so much more different than coming from a shelter. They're learning a routine, how to be with people, how to love a family, and the transition for the dog is so much easier.
What's amazing about SNARR is Courtney finds homes for dogs that they come really emaciated. You get them back to health. You can find forever homes for them, so it's really important.
She just goes above and beyond for every single one of the dogs that she pulls.
Our medical bills alone, just on veterinary bills, we spend over $500,000 a year. We solely depend on the kindness and the big hearts of private donors. I can't necessarily explain to you how it is to have your hands on a dog who didn't have a chance a few days ago and now has a second lease on life. But it truly is an amazing thing, and you as our donors are a part of that, and you are what makes it happen. And that's why I feel like it's so important to be their advocate, to be their voice. It's what makes us never give up.